guys, back at it again with the NBA 16 with my friend, part 2. And so,
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Bledsoe and Knight of the backcourt. Warren is out there with Len, and it's Booker in at the small forward.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
What a year for the Suns in terms of transactions. Started the season with Dragic and Thomas on the roster and moved them both, Clark, at the deadline.
And, you know, most folks saw the Dragic trade coming after his disagreements with the team. The Thomas trade was a bit of a surprise, though.
Guys, they're just getting outworked. I mean, plain and simple. It's got to be more of a collective effort to secure that backboard.
Yeah, and when you take a look at the stat sheet, they've got to do something to cut down on these second-chance points. Box out and get to the defensive board.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway.
And as you said, the Suns made a flurry of deals at the deadline. You knew they would move one guard, but ended up moving two, brought back one as well.
From deep three-point range, Moutier, no good. Phoenix leading by 7. And here we go. Here's Knight, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
When the Suns made all those trades, you kind of figured there would be some adjustment, and they did fall off a bit. Still, they felt what they had wasn't quite good enough going forward, so they got a jump on rebuilding last year.
Some changes for Phoenix. Mirza Teletovic comes in for Booker, and Ronnie Price has subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Laverne, he's checked in for Denver. Chandler comes in for Gallinari. Shots good by Laverne.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Kicks to Teletovic. Lets the three fly. That's in, coming off an assist from Price. Teletovic just got 5.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Time-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
Price with the ball. Now defended by Moutier. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take him long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
Another 3 for Denver.
This guy's really flowing with his stroke right now. He hit one earlier, and now he has 3 in this half.
Well, perhaps one of the most intriguing draft picks of this past summer, Emmanuel Moutier can be a game-changing player. Was going to play, Clark, as you recall, at SMU for Larry Brown.
He sure was, and went overseas instead, so we don't know a ton about him other than his reputation is sterling. Now we'll see if he can live up to it.
Here's Teletovic. Another 3 for Phoenix.
We're seeing the shots start to fall for them now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this has been an extremely efficient second half for them up to this point. And, you know, Denver was not that good against the West last season, but they weren't as bad as you would have thought. Managed to get 19 wins against the rest of the conference, and we know how tough the West is, so that's not shabby.
Lewis checked in for Phoenix. P.J. Tucker comes in for Warren. And then for Denver, Norkic checked in for Kenneth Faried, and it's Will Barton in for Harris.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Teletovic. Rebound by Norkic. Well, and last year for the Nuggets, they were really searching, and they finished 12th in the Western Conference. Greg, they were 30-52.
You know, not a great place to be.
No,
let's face it. I mean, Kevin, Denver never really had a shot at the postseason, but weren't good enough to land a high draft pick either. And just because you can make it from outside doesn't mean you need to live there.
Not that far out anyway, Greg. I mean, he can work for a better shot than that.
And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. Some changes for Phoenix. Tyson Chandler is checked in for Mirza Teletovic. Booker comes in for Knight, and it's Eric Bledsoe in for Price. Denver also making some changes. Gallinari comes in for Laverne, and Jakar Sampson subbed in for Wilson Chandler. And intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
12 seconds left in the third. Fires the three. And with that, the Phoenix lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Mudiay. Bledsoe outside. And he's good on the three ball. Bledsoe's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Suns. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. Suns leading by 9, and Denver will start the fourth quarter with. Gallinari sits outside at 3 with Faried at the 4. Bill Barton is out there with Harris.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Took him no time at all on that one.
And this has been purely a display of offense that we're seeing here today.
And, you know, it's only getting better as both of these teams' defenses are starting to show signs of wearing down.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
The Suns shooting the lights out in this building, 68% from the field. No one covering. 36 points for Eric Bledsoe.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
Shot is no good.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
And the dunk by Booker.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession. And Phoenix making a change here. Knights checked in. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. And that one is hammered home.
And the lead continues to increase. They are just playing flawless basketball at both ends.
Greg, I can't identify an area where this team has underperformed. I mean, they've been 5-star in every category. There's been a huge discrepancy between these teams and their effectiveness from the three-point line.
It has been pronounced, no doubt about it. Definitely a big factor to this point in the game.
Faried, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint.
Guys, it's all about persistence on the offensive glass. You just can't ever give up on a play.
Mudiay, he's checked in for Denver. And the shot by Warren, no good. The Nuggets trail by 19. From deep. Shot is off. Some solid defense from Knight. By himself. Flushes it down to finish the break.
And that's really the change in our game. It's the overall athletic ability. I love those point guards that can throw it down.
Well, you've talked about that. That's a dose of the modern NBA, Greg. That kind of aerial ability isn't limited now to just the front court anymore.
That's exactly right.
You know, I look at it this way, guys. It seems to me there are more high flyers at guard than anywhere else in the league these days.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Tyson Chandler, who's checked in for Alex Len. Mirza Teletovic comes in for Warren. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Booker. And it's Price in for Eric Bledsoe.
Sometimes you can catch the defense napping when you make a strong pass like that in transition.
And here are the Suns now. They're on a 16-6 run. Knight wide open. Good on the triple. Knight's got 5 points now this quarter.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Price. The half-court bomb falls off target. Denver shooting just 30% from the field here in the fourth.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Suns.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capability.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Bledsoe. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Suns.
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
And one thing that Phoenix had for them last season was depth. A very good bench, and they provided a good scoring punch when called upon.
Well, Phoenix did have a strong bench, best scoring bench in the NBA in terms, Clark, of points per minute play.
Yeah, and you know, it really helped them, that bench strength, keep the pace of the game up. They were third in the league in fast break points last year.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Lenz checked in for Chandler. Warren comes in for Mirza Teletovic, and it's Booker in for P.J. Tucker.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
Phoenix no good that time either.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Coutier with the basket. Here is Knight. Clark, they're in good position here to ride it out.
Yeah, they certainly are. I mean, if they just play smart right here, Kevin, this game's pretty much over.
36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 6 to shoot. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Knight.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Laverne off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. And here's Booker, and Tucker has it in the corner. From past the arc, that's good. And the Suns lead by 15.
And just a terrific job of taking care of business in front of the home fans.
And, Greg, those fans had a hand in the win. I mean, they gave this team a big lift throughout the game. I thought there was great energy in the building.
So it's the Suns winning easily here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Well, you know, it makes a big difference. I mean, you never felt like they had any doubt that they'd come out on top.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke.
Hey guys, what's up? Here's my friend. You gotta say something real quick.
The 2K Sports.
I can't believe he beat me.
Yeah, don't believe that one bit. Oh, yeah, I think he knew it was
I'm
coming.
better than him.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal.
All right, well, see you guys next time.
Jordan player of the
That
game,
was part 2, and
Eric
see you guys
Bledsoe.
later.
He put up a new season high tonight. And
Bye.
if he keeps shooting like he did tonight before the season's over, he might top it. A big key to his team's victory here.
A remarkable 27 points from three-point land for him. With that kind of long-range shooting, easy to understand why they came out on top. When a team has a single player accounting for 9 three-pointers, that usually makes for a successful night.
I don't know what got into him tonight. Whew. He caught the scoring bug and was just pouring it in the paint. That's the kind of offense he's capable of delivering when he sets his mind to it.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.